808 Dad.
Hey guys, it's your boy 808 Dad back with another reaction video with my stepdad here. And today you guys wanted us to do a breakdown of the music video for Not Like Us, but we got some other interesting news that I feel like is more relevant currently with the Big Sean situation and the Kendrick Lamar situation. I mean,
situation? What you mean?
Well, there's a lot of speculation in general that Big Sean might be throwing some sneak disses in there, and might be
I don't believe that.
Going at Kendrick as a subliminal.
I don't believe that. He don't see what the fuck going on outside right now.
I guess he don't care about what's going on outside.
He kill. He didn't do it. He didn't diss. I don't care. I like
and
that.
With the yay and stuff. I gotta give a shout out to Screw on YouTube for, I saw him reacting to this video, and I kind of wanted to watch it too and get my own kind of speculation on it and see what Pops here think too as well, as far as why Kendrick Lamar secretly hates Big Sean. Shout out to the person who actually made it and give their props. I can't say his name though. It's like Lou Aista. Shout out to you, dude. We're gonna give this a watch. I can't say his name. I can't say his name.
1.43 million subscribers.
That means that's how you know his work is good.
That's the status we trying to get there. Good
Subscribe, guys.
Lord.
Hit the notification bell. We gonna check this out, guys. Let's go.
Kendrick Lamar and Big Sean have been secretly beefing for the past decade. What started off as two rappers collaborating to create music together would eventually turn into a disaster, leading to a series of back and forths and a subliminal warfare that lasted for an entire decade. My name is Luesta, and in this week's documentary, we're gonna unpack how Kendrick Lamar almost destroyed Big Sean's career and the path it took to get there. To this day, new info on this bad blood is coming to light, like this leaked Kendrick verse that almost ended up on Element, off Kendrick Lamar's critically acclaimed album Damn from 2017, which contained bars so ruthless that rumors even spread they were AI generated. Now, I can't play the song because of copyright, but later in this video, we're gonna go through it bar for bar and really showcase how Kendrick destroyed him. This had people wondering, what did Big Sean do to Kendrick that would lead him to absolutely cooking him on a track like this?
Yeah.
This is especially weird for someone like Kendrick Lamar, who really stays to himself and avoids all the politics that come with being a rapper in the modern era. The answer is complicated, but it all started way back in 2013 with the release of a song you might have heard of, called Control. This track was supposed to be featured on Big Sean's 2013 album called Hall of Fame, and is a track that had a collaboration with Kendrick Lamar and Jay Electronica. Now, the reasons it was left off the album will also be discussed later in this video, but just to jog your memory, Kendrick spit a lengthy verse that shook up the rap game forever. He went for the throats of the best rappers in his generation, claiming that he's not only better than them, but that he's also amongst the top 5 most notable names in the genre, such as Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, and Andre 3000.
I heard the barbershops being great debates all the time about who's the best MC, Kendrick, Jigga, and Nas. Eminem, Andre 3000, the rest of y'all, new nigga, that's new nigga, don't get involved.
In this verse, Kendrick also made a really bold move, claiming that he was not only the king of the West Coast, but also the East Coast, which became a pretty controversial topic.
I'm Machiavelli's offspring, I'm the king of New York, king of the coast. One hand, I juggle them both. The juggernauts all in your juggler, you take me for jokes.
Then Kendrick dropped his final bomb, the one that of course got the entire rap industry talking about him, where he name dropped all of the hottest rappers in the game at the time, claiming that he wanted to murder them and make sure their fans have never heard of them. Amongst these names was Big Sean himself, the creator of the track, which many thought crossed the line a bit.
I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with, but this is hip-hop and them niggas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jamaica, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, Jay Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you.
Stop right there. Just stop right there.
That boy was going
What did he say?
Crazy.
I got love for y'all niggas. It's hip hop. He's explaining to y'all dumb folks out there, and y'all still trying to say that, it was a hip hop. It's about hip hop. The name of this damn song was called Control. You supposed to take control of the goddamn verse. That's what the fuck he did. Why is we talking about this shit? Why is everybody in they panties in a bunch? And that's why he murdering and murdering this dude Big Sean. And that's why Drake is in his fucking feelings. He ain't been the same. Ain't nobody done.
He tucked the rapper back in his pajama clothes.
Ain't nobody out there has shook up the game the way Kendrick Lamar Duckworth has.
I'm actually kind of shocked that it's. I mean, I respect Control, and I don't want to undermine that, but I'm really shocked at the levels at which this reached, because some of the stuff I'm just now hearing about, like, Jesus, and Kendrick is so, Kendrick don't do anything crazy that I see. Like, Kendrick is in somewhere in his own world.
He's like, damn. Well, if they gonna do it, then I guess, cock and load it. And I'm glad he didn't drop that on Element, though. I'm glad he didn't.
You know what I would have did to Damn? That would have.
The Damn was already. It wouldn't have got a pole suit.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have got one though.
It wouldn't. Oh yeah, because it would have. Yeah. Wait, but Not Like Us could get the Grammy.
Oh, it's gonna get a Grammy.
Okay.
Shit.
So why wouldn't it get the?
Because it wasn't meant to. That's not meant for that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
for the grander scheme, but
yeah, exactly.
But even with Big Sean, I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, let's go.
They don't want to hear not one more noun or verb from you, nigga.
Now, if you're a Kendrick fan, this may not be shocking that Kendrick came at Big Sean like that, even on his own song, given that he's always had this top dog attitude from day one. I mean, long before Kendrick became a household name, he created a song where he mentioned a range of rappers. He dropped names from big stars like Eminem and Jay-Z, all the way to other well-respected artists like Lupe Fiasco and Lil Wayne.
I'm the best rapper alive. I'm the best rapper alive. I'm the best rapper alive. Jacob, let's should have retired. I'm going after Kanye, Lupe Fiasco and Nas, Snoop Dogg and Mr. Andre, Eminem, bust rough.
However, at the time of when his Control verse dropped, Kendrick was riding off the massive success of his 2012 project called Good Kid, Mad City, which is now considered a generational classic. And to many, it seemed like he was this new kid in the game who was getting a little too cocky. So his verse rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Punch, who was the president for the label Kendrick was signed to at the time, said that Kendrick did this because they both felt the game had turned too soft.
My perspective was Sean sent the record, and before that, me and Kendrick was talking about what was going on at that time. And I'm like, yo, everybody is friendly right now. I'm like, the first dude that come and change that is gonna start a new wave.
I mean, it's safe to say that he was low-key right, because immediately after the song Control dropped, it prompted response diss tracks from so many rappers that it's truly hard to name them all. There were also tons of rappers coming at him on social media, such as Mac Miller, who said he's gonna start coming with the wildest adjective bars that no one has ever heard, since he can't do no more nouns and verbs. Lupe Fiasco also deleted his feelings, dissing Kendrick in numerous tweets, claiming that the bar was so low that you need a shovel to get it now. And some rappers
Pause on that. That dude right there, I'm so disappointed in him. He's a teacher, ain't he? He MIT, is that the school he was teaching?
I think it was MIT.
Howard or some shit like that.
Something like that.
And one of the songs was Sing About. He breaking down Sing About Kendrick. Kendrick shit. And yet you think this about him? Yeah, but you over here teaching his lyrics and shit? And Sing About Me was on Good Kid, Mad City, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, this is ridiculous, man. And the Mac Miller shit. That's just he understood.
Yeah.
And he's laughing.
Yeah, he's laughing.
I can't do no verbs. I guess I'm gonna do
adjective. Shout out Mac Miller.
Yeah, he's having a good time. They're friends.
Yeah.
They're friends. Tyler, friends. That's what we do. We get in that circle. We do that cipher. We going for throws.
Yeah. Pause.
But pause. And you fucking sensitive, man. And that's why it needed to change.
And maybe that's what Lupe, playing devil's advocate, but maybe that's what Lupe is saying, because it was missing at the time, that maybe it was just for him, how he saw it was like, it was low hanging fruit. Like, of course, you guys are so easily impressed by somebody that's start beating their chest, which Lupe, I'm surprised Lupe's been hating like this.
That's what I'm saying. It's like there is no reason whatsoever, dude. You are an artist. You one of the top notch Tears lyricist.
I thought real recognized real.
That's what I'm saying.
I just thought.
But he want that smoke.
I would love to see that smoke.
Y'all don't want y'all really think that Kendrick is something to play with. If y'all ain't been paying attention to what he's about, the dude's serious.
Yeah.
These songs that he put out against Drake is fucking serious. Yeah, yeah, that'd be a great battle. But I'm telling you.
Look, we got Joey Badass too.
Has he lost yet?
We got Joey Badass too.
No.
One thing that was for certain though was that many rappers were pissed and thought it was disrespectful. Rolling Stone even went as far as to claim that this verse literally changed the world. And the verse was the reason that legendary rappers like Diddy and J. Cole literally started fighting in a club one time.
You have Diddy and J. Cole fighting in the club because of that Control song.
Yeah, right.
That's what they're saying the reason is. They was in a club, Kendrick was in the club, and Diddy was drunk and he tried to approach Kendrick about his King of New York verse on your Control song. And try to pour a drink on him, and that's when J. Cole intervened.
I don't believe it.
Now, even though it may seem that Kendrick did this purposely, he himself didn't know it would cause such a stir.
Did you know when you went in just to do that verse,
honestly,
that it would take and it would have this kind of impact on music?
No, I didn't know until after, you see the hooray and hoorah about it. The fact that hip hop hasn't been shaken up in a long time. When I went in and did the verse, I thought I was just having fun.
Let's just be 100% transparent here. Big Sean got washed
But
and was
also, I
low-key
think he
made to look like a little bitch.
Also, I think he knows too. He act like he don't know what the fuck going on. Sometimes he be like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah.
50 Cent said that one time.
50 Cent
He
said
like,
that.
He just be like, "Really? Like, what the fuck? Are you serious?"
You've been working hard at this. How long was that verse, by the way? That Control verse was mighty lengthy. That was he didn't just go straight to it. Like, no.
He took control of the fucking. He took control of the whole song, man.
Oh my goodness.
He took that word literally.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. He do be playing stupid.
And Kendrick is simply a menace for doing this. So it makes you wonder what Big Sean, the rapper who was essentially dissed on his own track, was thinking in the midst of all this. Well, at first, Big Sean didn't really seem to care and was instead praising the impact it had on the game.
I knew what it was. I knew what it was for the culture of hip hop. You see how excited people are, you know what I'm saying? And
it wasn't a
I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that for music.
And regardless of all the attention Kendrick's verse was getting at the time, Big Sean seemed pretty unbothered by all the talk.
Like I said, when 3 rappers hop on the song, somebody's always gonna shine. I love my verse, and I think I have some great quotables in there.
But despite the respectful and relaxed attitude we saw at first, Big Sean ended up leaving this track off his Hall of Fame album that was released weeks later. And everyone was shocked, because this song clearly would have been a standout off the album and potentially the most popular track. Could it be that the song just didn't fit the context of the album? Or was it that he felt instead Kendrick Lamar absolutely obliterated his verse and disrespected him in the process? Well, Big Sean claimed that the song Control missed the album because of a sample. A claim that wouldn't age well, as you'll see later in this video. Whether this was true or not, we may never know. But considering how much of an impact the song made and how many people got riled up about it, it didn't make sense not to include it. However, if we fast forward 2 years later to 2015, Big Sean would make some pretty interesting statements in an interview with Complex that made people even more suspicious about his intentions to leave the song off the album. He was suddenly making claims that the song had a lot of negativity and that he knew the verse would allow a lot of drama and bullshit to thrive, which was far from his initial praise and positivity. In a couple of short years, Big Sean seemingly had let this Control verse situation get to his head, and he was clearly embarrassed, frustrated, and angry about it. Not long after coming out with these statements, he would fire the first of many blows in what would become one of the most patient and sneaky beefs in modern rap history. As I explained earlier, Kendrick's Control verse led to tons of rappers dropping responses in diss tracks. But when Big Sean dropped Me, Myself, and I freestyle in 2015, it seemed like he was trying to subtly call out his peers.
Y'all bragging about so-and-so like, oh, he really it? The new nigga rap? Well, can he really spit? Or do we just hide behind the skits like half of these rappers doing? And y'all fucking go and praise him in this bitch like they the savior of this shit.
Now, a few things stand out about these lines. First, the mention of skits. What makes this pair of bars so interesting is that around the same time, Kendrick was enjoying massive success with his album Good Kid, Mad City, which added in multiple skits to aid in telling his story. This wasn't super common for albums at the time, and Kendrick was really one of the first ones who started this trend and made it popular. And it seemed like Sean was taking a dig at him for that.
No. He been doing skits. Y'all stop that. Is that what he just said? That Kendrick is doing all the skits? It's been a long time.
He's basically saying Kendrick made it popular to do skits like that. To start doing skits like that.
No, skits been going on for a long time.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
no, we're not doing that. No.
Maybe what he really meant was
the Chronic album with skits. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that has skits.
You're right. I remember a Biggie, Biggie
skits
and stuff. Yeah, like
you know, I don't do this. Shut up.
But I do think, the way Kendrick did it, I did think it started a trend.
Maybe it's a long time.
I think it started trending again.
Okay, maybe that's what.
After. Because I'm not gonna lie, with the skits and stuff, when I first heard Good Kid, Mad City, that's not, other than Section 80, but I already count Section 80 skits. You know what I'm saying? With the low voice and stuff.
No.
But
skits is what you're doing. Like he has his mama calling for the van and stuff like those. Those are called skits. Stuff like those. Yeah, I want your body
because that big old bad ass.
Who said something about domino?
But the skits thing is it. And notice how too crazy how every time they try to go at Kendrick, they use this key word, savior. They always say
he do.
That's an interesting choice
because of how he puts it out there. He saves the hip hop.
He says yeah.
And actually, every time come on, every time he spits, he's spitting gems and he's spitting the truth. He bags up his shit. If you can be able to put it on wax and then stand on it 10 toes down, y'all can't respect that. You get mad because I'm saying I'm the best. That's what hip hop is. That's what hip hop is. You can't just be like, oh, I'm getting my feelings hurt.
Even when Jesus said he was the son, everybody was like, no, you're not.
Yeah. Don't you realize Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang is a good example. You got about 9 damn guys. All of them trying to kill each other. All of them trying to have the best shit. They even had a Chef versus Meth. Chef versus Meth. Chef versus Meth. They going back and forth there. It's hip hop. That's what it's almost making doing, y'all. It's just, I'm telling you, it's like maybe I hate to be the smartest person in the fucking room, because sometimes when I'm explaining this shit, it's like, damn, but you have to. I mean, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. It's just, I think you're right when it comes to the sensitivity, right? A hurt dog will holler, right? Mac Miller didn't take it as serious. Big Sean's taking it serious, and even more. And like
he didn't.
And Kendrick's, if you think about Kendrick's intention, this, like you said, exactly what he wanted.
He wanted to shake shit up. He actually want people to start rapping and flowing and stuff like that. You had Crooked Eye going at him, but it wasn't going at him. It just spitting. Cassidy, one of the top tiers, going at him. But then you have this nigga and that light skinned nigga complaining about, did anybody remember the verse? What? He got tired of people talking about it. That's the only thing he was talking about. Every time you interview somebody, you're like, hey, what you think about that Kendrick Lamar shit?
So what was Kendrick Lamar thinking when you was...
He do the video. They do the interview with Sean. All they ask is Kendrick Lamar. So what? So tell me, how did being in the same room, what was it like? What did he eat? Did he drink?
So when he chose the beat, he's like, actually, it was my song first.
Oh, okay. Anyway, man, go ahead, man.
Sean also refers to this mystery so-and-so as the savior of this shit, a likely reference to all the people who widely considered Kendrick the savior of rap. People were sure that Sean the Don had finally snapped after years of personal torment from being washed on Control, a truth he would fight against for years, as you'll see down the line. Shortly after this track's release, the two came back together in a surprising pair-up by the masterful hands of DJ Khaled. They each hopped on a verse for the song Holy Key. Now, there's not much to this track, other than the fact that Complex reached super hard by saying there's a pair of bars in Sean's verse with a similar flow to Kendrick that could also be seen as callbacks to the Control verse, but like, come on. But in a minute, I'll tell you why the song Holy Key actually played a crucial role in explaining this beef. While all this was happening, Kendrick Lamar was in the process of launching his album To Pimp a Butterfly. This album would go on to be another phenomenal project, getting 10 out of 10 ratings from some of the harshest critics, and was absolutely showered with Grammy nominations, and even took home some awards. Overall, both the music industry and Kendrick fans were totally blown away by this album and had nothing but praise for it. However, no mention of Big Sean could be detected here, but one thing that is for certain, Sean was only fueled by more jealousy, seeing K-Dot succeed effortlessly without giving him the time of day. Perhaps that would inspire his next attempt at getting Kendrick's attention. When Big Sean dropped a track called No More Interviews in October of 2016, where he says,
Not impressed by you niggas rapping fast, we sound like one big asthma attack, but trash when I'm rapping it back, who you put in your top 5 and claim they the savior of rap.
On a track where he's airing out all his dirty laundry, addressing breakups and beefs with rappers like Kid Cudi, it's no surprise that people speculate that a few of these bars were directed at Kendrick. For one, he hints at not being impressed by rappers who rap fast, something that Kendrick Lamar was doing a lot more around this specific time period. Then there's the fact he says whoop-de-whoop, which is something Kendrick Lamar famously says on his song Cut You Off.
Cause every time you come around, you be hollering at whoop-de-whoop, blah say blah, he say, she say, oh my god.
And this was yet another Big Sean diss that he throws around the term savior of rap and dissing people's top 5, which was definitely telling. Since around this time, a number of publications were crowning Kendrick as the king, and everyone had Kendrick in their top 5. All the while, Sean still found himself defending his dignity with the Control verse, which was years old by this point. When Charlamagne said Big Sean got washed on a Breakfast Club episode that aired in 2017, he said this.
Kendrick washed you on Control.
No, stop it.
Sean, come on now. Come on
now.
now.
How long ago was that? What year is this?
That were you right? You got you
okay,
right. Everybody
okay.
You're right. You're right.
I still don't feel like I got washed anyway.
Nah, you got washed on Control.
Whatever.
It's okay.
This led a lot of people rediscussing the now 4-year-old verse. It didn't help that notable voices in the community, like Joe Budden, were pushing the narrative and pressuring Big Sean to respond.
Kendrick and Sean, that's there. Kendrick and Sean could both come here right now and say, yo, we not beefing, there was never beef, there was never no anything. I would call both of them liars.
Now, Big Sean would also have a sit down with Joe Budden to discuss the beef at length, which will play a major role later in the video. Even worse was that Big Sean seemed to be the only one taking jabs, with no response from Kendrick yet. However, Kendrick would come with vengeance during this low point for Big Sean, and he would begin to ever regret playing this game in the first place. We started getting answers that Big Sean was definitely salty in 2017, when Big Sean teamed up with DJ Khaled on a track called On Everything, where Big Sean rapped, Now, many think that this was a dig at Kendrick, not only for the fact that they both featured on DJ Khaled's song Holy Key, but also for the fact that both rappers have been given keys to their hometowns shortly before these verses aired, with Big Sean receiving the key to Detroit and Kendrick receiving the key to Compton. I know this is small, but it had a lot of people talking like crazy. It wasn't until April of 2017 that Kendrick finally responded to Big Sean with some crafty subliminals of his own. In the lead up to releasing his album Damn, Kendrick released a song called Humble, one of his biggest songs to date, and nearly has 1 billion views on YouTube. In this song, you can hear Kendrick repeatedly using the ad-libs Hold Up and Lil Bitch in the chorus.
Be humble. Sit down.
But you knew that, right? Yeah.
Sit down. Be humble.
Again, this is small, but many felt as though this was a play on Big Sean's signature ad-libs, a devious device that we'll see him use again later in the story as well. And some have even gone as far as to say that the repeated use of Be Humble is also directed at Sean, who claimed that he was ditching the humble attitude on the track No Favors, but obviously this is just speculation. And is possibly a huge reach. So is this Kendrick's way of warning Big Sean to know his place? It's
think so.
uncertain, but this next
I like
track
the
is
reach.
where beef escalates to an entirely new
like the
level
reach.
and had people discussing who would win if these two got in a ring. Soon after the release of Humble, Kendrick Lamar dropped another dagger with the song Heart Part 4. This song had a number of disses to different rappers who were coming at him, but a lot of focus was on Big Sean, specifically where he says,
My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. How big pun your punk ass, you a scared little bitch.
Again, we hear Kendrick playing off the Big Sean little bitch ad-lib, but the next line, he mentions someone tiptoeing around his name, whilst also including another ad-lib of his own that seems to sound like he was impersonating Big Sean. Take a listen.
When I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing.
Oh, I was just playing, K-Dot. Come on, you know a nigga rock with you, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, for those of you who think this may be directed towards Drake, consider this. It's believed that Kendrick sampled a song on the Heart Part 4 that was also sampled in Control. This would be an especially crushing blow for Big Sean, as Kendrick proved with ease that it wasn't the sample's fault that Control wasn't released all those years ago. But you know, comment down below if you think I'm reaching. But in my opinion, Big Sean had-
Oh my god.
I like that.
That's crazy.
Because that's how sadistic.
Yeah, you said it right.
I said it right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit that shit out.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it right. No, I'm like a fool now.
Okay.
Sadistic. You say it.
Sadistic.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got it.
Sick. Fuck that word, man.
You stupid. Stupid. You stupid.
But that's who if you listen to Kendrick, man, the dude's a Gemini, and he put things together, man. I mean, he's numbers and he sees all these things, man. He's calculated with his shit.
The sample.
If he did that shit,
we gotta find. Hey, bro, I don't think you reach it at all.
That's a beautiful reach. Yeah, because we all know that he took it all
because he. Jesus.
Oh,
and then
man.
Kendrick told you to be humble, bro.
I tell y'all, man, this nigga here does this shit, man. You go back to his old shit. When he's speeding that freestyle shit, he's man, he does this shit. He does this shit.
That's wow.
And y'all talking about, y'all can laugh all y'all want about his voice, but that nigga kills you. That nigga put words together and he murks them folks, man. There's a reason why that nigga called King
Kendrick.
K-Dot Kung Fu Kenny. Shit.
That boy's stealthy with it, bro. Oh my gosh, man.
That's some explaining to do. If it's all true, it might be one of the most evil and genius subliminals ever crafted. With Kendrick finally giving a somewhat firm response to this unlikely beef, the subliminal war was at an all-time high. Both sides had acknowledged that the bad blood had formed, and it all started with a combined work of all things. Would the two rap elites let the beef simmer, or stop it before things got out of hand? With things heating up, each artist crafting bars to clap back at one another, Big Sean realized that it was time to settle things down instead of ramping it up. Whether he was scared of rap savior coming at him, or he just wanted to sort things out, we may never know. But he took the first step in mending the perceived split in a sit-down conversation with Joe Budden that released in 2020, saying,
when this whole thing, the whole Big Sean Kendrick beef was going on, it was something I wish I would have spoke up about, because there was nothing.
And we know you're not beefing with M.
My nigga, I wasn't beefing with nobody. It wasn't like a specific person, or else I would have said his name.
Sean was all over the place in this
liar,
claiming that there was no real beef to begin with, and that all of his disses were meant to call out his peers, nobody in particular. However, it just kind of seems like he's cowering and was acting in fear of Kendrick washing him yet again. But when you step back and consider what he's saying, things do start to add up. From Big Sean's point of view, he was in a weird place after Control, not because he felt frustrated or ashamed, but because fans were pushing a narrative he couldn't get around.
And in every verse I do, people be like, oh, is this a response? Is this a response? It's like, damn, I can't even show no aggression. People think it's a damn response. It got to a point where somehow it was just a weird tension between me and him, even though it was already said it wasn't no beef, because people made it that way.
While there are a lot of key reasons people believe that Sean's verses were sneak disses at Kendrick, it begs the question, if Control had happened differently, would anyone have thought he was going after Kendrick? I believe the answer is no, since the lyrics are so indirect and sly, and the entire beef is based on bars like this, where we have to rely on connecting the dots and speculating. Did the beef even exist? Or did the fans make it all up? Some more interesting components of this story started surfacing too. Big Sean admitted that the two of them didn't even acknowledge the beef amongst themselves until TDE President Punch suggested that he talk to Kendrick, and it turned out that there might have been more misunderstood than not. He said he never really considered reaching out to Kendrick among all the internet rumors, but once they finally got on the phone, they found that the respect was mutual.
Got his number, we communicated.
So you guys...
The respect is mutual. Yeah, it was literally nothing.
And as time went on, things cooled down even more between them. So was that it? Problem solved? Beef settled? It seemed like nobody had further reason to believe that the beef had even existed in the first place. But unfortunately, it could never be that simple. Something spilled to the surface that caused tensions to rise once again. The most direct diss between the two we have ever seen, once hidden in the deep files of unused lyrics, found its way right to the top of the rap game's radar. On September 7th, 2023, the rap game was shaken up when an unused verse from Kendrick Lamar's bag got leaked. To preface this, I think it's important to mention that Kendrick had quite a lot of material being leaked since his departure from TDE in 2021. It almost seems to me that someone in the label was not happy about him leaving, and thus releasing leftovers to create drama and attention. But this leaked song was the worst of them all. It included many disses to rappers that started drama with Kendrick, such as French Montana, Jay Electronica, Drake, and a large part was spent dissing Big Sean. Now sadly, I cannot play the song because it will get taken down for copyright, as was the case for this Twitter user who went viral for posting it. But in the song, Kendrick says this: Big Sean, keep sneak dissing, I'll let it slide. I think his false confidence got him inspired. I can't make them respect you, baby, it's not my job. You finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme, boy. Cute ass raps get your puberty up, then make you a classic album before you come at us. Lots to unpack here. First off, there's a clever double meaning that takes a jab at Big Sean's album, Finally Famous. The implication that Sean didn't get famous because of his music, but rather because of his high-profile relationships with celebrities like Ariana Grande and Jhené Aiko. But the diss goes even further, as Kendrick can be heard once again using one of Sean's signature boy ad-libs against him, which I think really proves that those ad-libs on Humble really were meant to be subliminals at Big Sean. This moment created a whole new layer to the beef/not beef debate that has been taking place for the past decade of rap, especially on Dot's side. An element of confusion had been added to the mix, and now it was unclear. Were these two really beefing, or is it all a big misunderstanding like Big Sean claims? Well, he may have gone back on his words too, as recently in 2021, he seemed to have subtly dissed Kendrick on the Drink Champs episode.
Kendrick or J. Cole?
I love both them niggas. But I've been to Cole's house though.
Oh,
Kendrick been to my house before.
So you're making this personal?
No, but I'm just saying, J. Cole opened his doors to me. That's like, I'm gonna go with Cole.
I respect that.
Now, later on, Big Sean would point out the fact that rumors and instigation are
really
what caused the situation.
That's reaching.
Not the rappers and their individual bars alone. He goes on to point out that Joe Budden himself was one of the main proponents in pushing this narrative, and here's what he had to say about that.
Because you were one of the main people who were pushing the narrative.
Yeah.
And I can't even fault you for that.
So you guys were mature and you deprived us as fans of an amazing back and forth.
Clearly, Budden had no remorse for spreading what was nothing more than just rumors. But that doesn't entirely explain this hidden verse from Kendrick, which shocked a lot of people when it dropped. Some fans were pointing out how uncharacteristically weak the bars on the leaked verse were, especially for Kendrick's status, which, I mean, I personally disagree with. And it began to surface that the verse may have...
It's the internet. You know it's the internet.
Okay, sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
That's called trolling? Or that's just stupidity?
No, I mean, there is stupidity on the internet.
Oh, that's got to be stupidity. You don't know how he talked to him. You'll get your puberty up, boy.
Boy. That was kind of hard.
Yeah. Your cute ass raps. Get your... That's the big slap. Backhand slap.
That was a hand. That was it.
That's not even baby powder shit. That's back. He ain't got time to even put baby powder. She just... Man,
but Joe Budden did call it. I mean, as much as Big Sean's trying to run from it, and Big Sean is running from it, but there is something there.
He knows, and I believe that they had a talk. I believe they had a sit down, regardless of what people are saying. I really do, because he took that off of. He took it off because he knew if he would push that nuclear button, because that was not good for that album. I'm glad he did take it off. I'm glad he just didn't do it. I'm glad he didn't do it, because y'all, you know, now everybody go back to here and be like, oh shit, I'm glad Big Sean didn't do that.
Yeah.
Now they tearing his ass up. Yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, okay, cool. That's why you see all these damn pop-ups of reviews of old shit, Kendrick Lamar shit. They going back to the, because people don't even listen to him like that.
I mean, I remember when
he got fans, but nobody be like, oh, because that's that popular bullshit they want to do in the clubs. Nobody listen to rap like that.
Man.
Shit,
I just didn't think it. I didn't think it would grow like that.
But well, guess what I heard all day today?
What?
Not like us. And that's on the fucking radio down here in the ATL, V103. And they ain't never played Kendrick Lamar on goddamn radio down here.
Not since Good Kid, Mad City, for real.
Yeah.
Swimming pool.
Yep. Swimming pool.
Swimming pools.
Yep. Might be humble every now and then.
Actually, humble. Yeah, humble for sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't turn on the radio without hearing that song. Yeah.
Been AI generated and that it was never even recorded, which kind of sounded true, being that AI songs have become a norm recently, but that definitely can't be the case if someone was out here copywriting people going viral on Twitter moments after posting it. It's hard to say whether or not these rumors hold any validity, but if this was the case, this might be the final piece of proof we need to declare this beef's phony. Yet if it happens to be that this isn't fake, well, we might have missed on one of the greatest rap beefs of all time.
I think that shit was real. I don't think it was AI.
Hey.
I don't think it was AI.
Hey.
I don't think AI. But if it was, screw you.
Whoever did that?
Yeah. Asshole. It's not
You got some good bars though.
Yeah, he did.
Come out with your own stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
So, as far as looking forward, going forward, do you think this would really might turn up? The heat might turn up a little bit, maybe like with the Drake.
I think people really understand that this dude is really legit. You know, because everybody think that country rappers can't rap, can't do battle rap. But this dude is not a country rapper. He's us. He's you. You know what I'm saying? You grew up in the hood, but yet you wasn't a hood child. You did bad things. Hell, I did bad things, but you're not a hood child. You know what I'm saying? So this is that type of guy. That's who he is. He's all of us. So they thinking that, oh, well, he can't do nothing. He just country. He can't spit like that. Dude, the nigga's nice. That's why this album come out. It's gonna be. Nice. I swear to God, it's gonna be straight up like something we ain't ever seen. Especially from him.
Yeah, from him.
It's still gonna have its soul. It's still gonna be soulful.
Yeah, it's still gonna be soulful. It's still gonna get that work. Anything you want to say about Big Sean? He got that album coming out. You know.
He's just soft talk. He's very soft spoken to me. He talk real soft.
You know what's funny to me? When seeing him like
speak up,
posing and doing the meditating stuff like that, it really makes me think that Big Sean took Kendrick's advice and got humbled. It like started to really
I'm telling you, man,
with the Janae Aiko spiritual arc.
I really think people they think that this nigga is a light pack for real. That nigga smoking on your top 5, man. He telling all the shit he be saying.
But Big Sean would say, "I'm nice too."
I got quotables. The fuck? What you stuttering for? I got quotables. You know how you stupid you look?
Oh my gosh!
Do you realize how stupid you look?
He could do it. He can. It's Big Sean. I remember.
Hey, he did good on the album though. I mean, Eminem
Toby,
album.
yeah, Eminem album.
Yeah,
which that reaction
and I think
should be on Patreon now.
That's right. So check that out.
Check it out.
Yeah, I think he did good on that one.
All right, guys, come on, man. You gotta entice our conspiratorial minds here. Give us some stuff to react to talk about. All right.
We're gonna have to listen to Big Sean though.
Yeah, for sure. Go check it out.
Yeah, I like Big Sean too.
Yeah.
We fucking.
All right, guys. Till next time. Peace.